So today I have a very self-indulgent video, which is what's in my bag. I feel like I've grown up watching different YouTubers do different what's in my bag videos, and I've always been wanting to do one of those on my own channel. I used to carry around this old tote bag from Suzanne that I got for free from one of my orders, and she's very trusty and I love her, but I found that I wanted a more smaller and compact bag that I could use for both work and casually hang out, like keep the bag on me while I casually hang out with my friends. And I finally invested in the Stand Oil bag. I know that this was really popular or got really popular due to Le Sserafim's Yunjin carrying this around, and I don't think I have the same exact design as her. Um, I think hers is like half patent leather and half um, half another fabric. This is the Stand Oil chubby bag, and it's the one in full patent leather. And she is my beauty. She is my baby. I've been carrying her around for the past few weeks, and she fits everything, even though she's kind of tiny. She fits more than you would think that she'd fit, and I absolutely adore her. And I'll do a little bit of a show and tell on what I carry around on a daily basis. Can have a zipper ASMR moment. So the first thing I carry around is this hand cream. This is the L'Occitane, and I think this is like their dry skin line, and I absolutely love this. I know that this is a very love or hate product. Some people are like, it gives me sensory issues on my hands, it's too greasy or sticky, but my hands are so dry. Like, they immediately start getting rashy when I go outside or it's slightly windy. So when I put this really thick hand cream on, it completely absorbs it. So I've never really had a problem with sensory issues, and I'm very sensitive to different sensory stuff on my skin that I don't like it to be there, but this has never been a problem for me, and I think it's because I just have really dry skin, so it just immediately absorbs everything. And then I carry around my holy grail, the Glossier Hot Cocoa Balm.com. I have really dry everything, like dry lips, dry hand, and this is in their original formula that they used to have before they changed the packaging. And I am a huge fan of the original Glossier formula. The new ones just don't really do it for me. They make my lips even more chapped than before. So when they released this past holiday season, I bought like 5 of them. So I hoard it and I keep it in my drawer, and each time I finish a tube up, I immediately replace this in my bag. I cannot go anywhere without my glossierbalm.com in the original formula. And then the second two lip products I have are the Kosas Wet Lip Oil. This is like the sample they would give at Sephora if it's like your birthday. And I usually don't put on a lot of lip oil products, but this is just so glossy without it being sticky. And I layer it on top of my lip tint. This is the Juicy Lasting Lip Tint in the shape Bear Grape by Romand. And this layered with the tint on top of and then you have the Kosas on top, it just makes your lips just juicy looking, and it's like a My Lips but better shade for me. I've recently been transitioning away from matte shades because as much as I love matte, it completely ruins my lips the next day. So this plus this has just been making my lips so hydrated, and I just love the color it gives. I actually have it on right now. And then I have my keys, my essentials. I have had this carabiner since college, since freshman year of college. I still use it. I just don't find a reason to change it to anything else because it works fine and it's perfect, and I like the aesthetic of a carabiner. So maybe it looks kind of ugly, and it doesn't fit the aesthetic of my bag or anything, but it holds everything, so might as well just keep using it if it doesn't break. Of course, we always have to have the thing on you because people are crazy nowadays and you want to be safe. And yeah. I always carry around a reusable bag because they charge in America in different cities for having like we're not having a reusable bag when you go shop or using a bag at like grocery stores, and sometimes I like to make quick stops at the grocery store after work, so I always carry this thing around. It's one of those things where you don't realize how important it is until you have to spend like $1 on a plastic bag. So I always keep this, and this is like so old. My mom gave it to me years and years ago and I still carry it around. And then I have my physical planner. I, as much as I want to become a full on morphed GCal girly, I just cannot not use a physical planner to plan out my things. For some reason, the action of me writing it down and like writing my plans down helps me to remember it a lot more than just inputting that into a G calendar. So as much as it's a hassle and I look crazy sometimes when my boss is like, "Can you do this for me?" and I whip this thing out and I'm like writing her stuff down, um, I always like to keep it on. And it's really small, and I'm a big stationery geek, so I absolutely love this planner. This is I think it's the Midori Datebook planner, and it's in the cat. And I am truly my mother's daughter because I do not like to take off the plastic on things because I want to keep it as new as possible. So I still have the packaging on it and I use it as like a protected cover. And I'm gonna geek out for like the paper a little bit. This paper quality, I cannot use Hobonichi planners because Hobonichi has the Tomoe River paper, and I grip my pencil with a death grip and I press it down. So when I use the Tomoe River paper, which is like the same consistency or like same texture as a Bible paper, that shit just bleeds through to the next page, or I like physically make a hole because of how hard I'm pressing onto the paper. And I have never had a problem with that on the Midori paper. So every journal that I own and every daily planner that I've owned in the past 4 years have been Midori paper or from the Midori company. And let me show you. Like, I've written something down here and I press really hard and there's not a single bleed through on the next page. And I just love how it's this design because there's the dates here and then on each date page there's also a note-taking page, and I just put all of I've curated this to be my manifestation page, but sometimes I plan my long form content here. Sometimes I meal plan on the next page. So this is one of my favorites and I cannot go anywhere without it. As much as I look weird pulling it out when my friends ask me like, "Can you do this for me? Like, do you want to like meet up next week?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I put it down and I write it down. I don't think I'll ever abandon the analog version of planners. And then in my bag, I have my iPhone 13 Pro Max, I think that's why it's what it's called. Um, I just have a clear case on it, but I love stickers and I am a sticker hoarder. One day I'll show you guys my collection, but have collected stickers since I was 7, so I just have a big folder of stickers that I am too afraid to use because I'm emotionally attached to sticky paper that you put on things. So this year I've kind of made it a motto to not hoard things anymore and just enjoy them as is, because there's only one time in life where you're gonna enjoy them, and when you die those stickers are just gonna just sit there, and what's the point of a sticker if you don't stick it on things? So I've decorated my phone. These are the Mao baby stickers, and there's like different cowboy cats. I love this one. You've yeed your last haul. Meowdy. And then the orange and the gray cat making a tail together. I like to imagine that this is me and my partner, and you can guess who the orange and who the gray cat in our relationship is. But yeah, I am an avid supporter of Mao Baby, and I love every sticker pack that they make. I also am an avid supporter of, I think it's the Cowboy Cats Instagram, and I strongly believe in Out of Touch Thursdays with like the little cat dancing with the cowboy hat. That is me personified into a meme. So yes, I love stickers and I love cowboy cats. And then I have my wallet. This is a wallet that my mom gave me. She got it gifted to her and then she gave it to me. And I've been using it ever since, like, see these things, like, I don't remember when I got it because I use my things until they break down. So this might have been like 4 years old and it's still beautifully constructed and well made, and the zipper still works, and I love the little Apple keychain that it comes with. So although I always want like new things, like of course who doesn't want new things? Like I want the Vivienne Westwood wallet, I want the Miffy wallet that people talk about. I just feel guilty when I purchase things when they're not necessarily breaking down or I don't need it. So I've been using this and I'll probably use this until the zipper like gets too frayed or it just gets too mangled in my bag from my keys. So this has been working out for me. It's literally just a wallet without any divisions in it, and I won't show you anything in here because I'm afraid of like leaking my credit card information and you don't want that. But yeah, there's no divisions. It's just I put all my cards and my ID and my cash in here in the same place, and it's worked out for me. One thing though is that when I travel, I do bring an extra coin purse or an extra wallet with me because a lot of the places that I travel to are cash only. Like if you go to Japan or Korea, a lot of the street food there, you're gonna have to pay with cash. So having cash in here with my cards is just sometimes a hassle to take out. So I carry this plus a coin wallet when I travel. And then I have my birdie. It's one of those like where you pull it out and it makes a loud noise. I'm not sure if this is very helpful per se because luckily I've never had to use it, but there was this one time where I just made a fool of myself because I was carrying a bunch of heavy things and I used to have this on my key and I accidentally yanked it out and it just started ringing, and I remember everyone just staring at me as I like fumbled to pick up my things from the street and put the cap back on. So I am deathly afraid to have it on my key, but I do keep it in my bag just in case I ever need it, and it's always good to stay safe. So here you go. Then we can move on to the front pockets. It's like 2 front pockets and it's magnetic, and it actually is perfect for the 2 things that I will show you that I carry around. The first is my Orange Theory armband. I don't know if other people go to Orange Theory, but it's kind of like this CrossFit-esque thing where you run on the treads and then you do the rowing machine and then you do exercises on the floor with weights and you circle and rotate around that, and the coach tells you to go to the treads or go to the rower or go to the weight section of the Orange Theory. And there's a heart monitor that you put on your arm like this, and it keeps track of your heart rate, and Orange Theory divides up your heart rate into different zones. So there's like a gray zone, a blue zone, a green zone, an orange zone, and a red zone. And that really helps you keep track of like how hard you're working at a certain stage in your exercise, as well as you're trying to aim for that orange zone while you're working out. So it just gamifies the entire process of working out for me. And it's been, I love Orange Theory. I mean, it is a money sucker, but I always like to invest in my health. And if I find an exercise that I like doing, I'm willing to pay for it and take those classes. So I've enjoyed Orange Theory. I've done it for like 4 to 5 years now, and it's always worked for me, and it's always made me come back on track whenever I would fall into a slump with working out. So I recommend it to anyone who likes gamifying or likes really mini goals that they could set throughout their workout. In the other section, I have my wired earphones. I know I already hear the boos coming from the audience, but I don't like AirPods. Stone me, put me through whatever medieval torture chamber machine. I don't like walking around with AirPods on because I'm usually calling my partner when I'm walking around or when I'm going home or when I'm going somewhere, and having the AirPods in with my hair covering it and me just like talking to air. Sometimes I feel like if I were to look at me, I would think I was kind of insane. I just like the wire because number one, it doesn't make you look insane when you take phone calls and people know that you have it in. And maybe I'm just being a little bit too perceptive of what other people think of me. But the second thing is that I lose shit so easily. Like, it's there and then it's up someone's ass. It's gone. So this wire just helps me keep track of things. Like, I'm not gonna ever lose the top half of this or lose a charging case to this. And 3, on the topic of charging cases, I hate the fact that you have to charge your headphones to and then charge your phone to use both products. Like, I should just be able to put it in immediately and listen to whatever I want to without having to charge my product to listen to it. So I am, I guess, analog on this aspect as well. And I don't plan on switching these because there's nothing wrong with them. They were cheap. They still work. And I actually like the shape of this, like ear shape. The ones that are shaped like a D that have the silicone ear coverings, they really irritate my ears, and I hate the feeling of it inside of my ear. And I love how this just sits on the outside. So yeah, I am a stan of wired earphones as much as they get tangled. I don't mind untangling them. The last product I have is my Sony Angel. This is Mikey. Mikey comes with me everywhere. Whenever I feel stressed at work or whenever I feel stressed in like a public area, I like to take out Mikey, and he's just the perfect texture to rub. So I just rub Mikey and I feel okay. And I look at this creature and I'm like, oh my god, I want 15 more of these, and I want them to all stare at me on the wall while I sleep. Before I end this video, I wanted to show you how I decorate my bag. So I just have this matcha green ribbon on here. My partner sent me flowers for Valentine's Day, and the bouquet had a matcha green ribbon on it, so I just cut a little piece of that and I put it on here to remind myself of my partner. And then I have my Totoro that I got from the Kyoto Ghibli store, I think 4 years ago, while I was studying abroad there, and he's a little bit dirty, but I should wash him. And then I have my Tamagotchi. I do need to charge it, and replace the, I guess not charge, I need to replace the battery for it, but once I replace the battery, I'm really excited to just have my Tamagotchi on here so I could take care of him so he doesn't keep dying and I don't feel awful when there's like a skull on my Tamagotchi. I swear, they do it to make you purposely feel like you are the most worst person to exist when you kill a Tamagotchi, but I hope the next one I could keep alive. So thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I do show the best version of myself here, but if you want to see maybe a short form content or just pictures of me, both have both different versions of me that you could see. I hope you guys stay hydrated and leave a comment down below on what you might want to see next from me. I'm excited because my partner is coming and I have some friends visiting, so you'll see a lot of vlog content from me for the next 3 or so weeks. Okay, bye bye. See you guys later.